Thank you, Creator, for all you do, all you have done, all you continue to do, and all that is to come. I love you. You know I love you. So today is the 17th of July, Monday, 3 minutes after 8, at 8:03, or 57 minutes till 9. Well, they got this broadcast on here. The same thing that that little symbol they slap on there for everything or whatever. And the other day they had the skies completely blanketed where you cannot see no blue or nothing. You know what I'm saying? At all, none. You know what I'm saying? They went to work. You know what I'm saying? The day before and that night before. Yesterday, they went to work to keep the sky blanketed like that. And they didn't even have to roll the smokestack machines. So, they flew thousands of planes in order to keep the skies covered like that. Once they get it blanketed, they fly over the top of that blanketed chemicals to make it even more thick. You know what I'm saying? And they do that because they want to cover up the energy that comes through. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling for the energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to continuously call for the energy. You know what I'm saying? All the time in my mind. Just like when I was growing up and shit, and they had taught me it's foolishness about, whether they did it knowingly or unknowingly. You know what I'm saying? The truth of the fact of the matter is now that I know that the shit is fucking demon worship and we're not supposed to have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? That's, it's self-explains itself. You know what I'm saying? But then when people not, the ones that I'm around, is not even willing to, you don't even want to sit down in the books with me, man, and get this truth. Did you always know what this shit was? That's how I'm looking at it. But that's besides the point. But just like that's the only thing that I knew was to call out in this motherfucker's name that they brought me up to pray to and all that old crap. It was a continuous thing in my mind, like, because that's the only thing I knew. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, this motherfucker gonna keep you safe. You know what I'm saying? Never thinking about all of the bullshit that I was going through. You know what I'm saying? All of the ignorance that a motherfucker was getting in because I never was able to have a sound mind. You know what I'm saying? It was just a whole lot of back and forth and dancing around and all of those shit. So now that I got a sound mind, I am continuously always thanking Creator and telling Creator I love you, and always calling for that energy and asking Creator. It's a continuous thing in my mind now. Always, you know what I'm saying, Creator, whatever energy, whatever you got to show me, let me see it. Whatever, energy and power you got to give me, I know you're going to send it to me. Please, Creator, I'm waiting on it. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? Like that stupid ass shit they taught you when you was growing up. It don't matter the color. It don't matter the color. There ain't no such thing as color, bro. There ain't no such thing as color. But they taught us that bullshit. This motherfucker's gonna come. He's jumping through chimneys and sneaking indoors and shit, climbing through windows to bring you some motherfucking presents. I got a memory now speaking about that now. I don't know what my age was. But check this. And I think I got in trouble for it. I'm not sure. But I don't know what the extent of the trouble was, though. But like I said, I never really could get no whole lot of sleep and shit because I was scared to go to sleep and shit because of nightmares and all that crap, right? So I got this memory of me seeing my peoples bring these presents in. It wasn't bringing them in. Me being up, you know what I'm saying, and walking through the house. Everybody else was asleep. And I opened up this door. A door that they told me not to go in. Don't open up this door, don't go in there. But this had never been done, though, I don't think. You know, I was never told that I couldn't go in the room. You know what I'm saying? But then I was being told not to go in this room, and I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And I just was like, you know, probably wasn't even thinking about it. It was like, well, as a matter of fact, I think it was the overseer's room, and you know, at the time the overseer was with my younger sibling and's pops. You know what I'm saying? My sister and them's pops or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think that was their room. But like I said, anytime I had one of them motherfucking nightmares or some shit, or I heard something, you know what I'm saying, that would scare me or some shit, if I wasn't able to go to Granny, because I was, you know what I'm saying, I was always around Granny, you know what I'm saying. If I wasn't able to go to Granny, but Mama was there, I'm going to Mama. You know what I'm saying? So it had to been something like that, and I went to the room to go in there. You know what I'm saying? Because something had scared me or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't sleep. So I went to the room. Went in the room, I see all these boxes and shit or whatever. Oh no. And this is coming back now. It's fucked up. That is fucked up. The oldest. The oldest was there, and we both was up. So maybe he the one that talked me into going into that room. It's something like that, bro. The memory is, you know what I'm saying, my memories is starting to come back. I can't get a real good, you know, grip on exactly what they, you know, is. But it's something like that. And then it was said, that I was the one that went in that room and looked in there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it was me. I think it was me following the older one. To go in the room because he told me to check it out. It was something like that, or it could have been that I went in the room or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's this type of memory. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my memory is just starting, and this was it. I don't know how old I was, bro. But I was young. You know what I'm saying? And I think I got in trouble for that. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, after a while go on, that stuff. You know, the memories we wiped out, and I can remember periodically, like when I had really started being running the streets and crap, right? You know what I'm saying? It was another incident where one of them type of things that happened about some present shit, and we had got some stuff, but then we no longer had it for whatever reason. I think it was because of the struggle that the overseer was going through or whatever. But then as I got older, something, you know what I'm saying, this was always being told, you know what I'm saying, to about this motherfucker climbing through windows, bringing you presents and shit. And I you know what I'm saying, like I said, bro, the demons and those that serve the demons, they had a real hard time with me not speaking the truth, bro. You know what I'm saying? So with the younger siblings and shit, was coming up, and they was coming up and being around and shit. Man, I told them niggas. I told them niggas, and they tried to scald me for that. But see, I was out running the streets then. I was getting money and all that old shit. Cause so then it didn't matter what they said to me. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me nothing. Motherfucker, I'm fucking 15 out here, nigga, selling drugs, packing guns, you know what I'm saying? Driving cars and shit, music and all this shit, the cars and all this shit, nigga. It don't matter what they said to me then, because I wasn't staying at the house no more. You know what I'm saying? But when I would see him, I'd be like, man, there ain't no motherfucking thing. It's no Santa Claus, my nigga. Don't let them people lie to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that was some fucked up shit to me. You know what I'm saying? That a motherfucker told me that shit. And I was like, it just fucked me up because I was like, man, why the fuck would they lie to me? You know what I'm saying? Why would they lie? Why wouldn't they just tell me that they the ones to give me this shit? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, then if you watching them cartoons and shit and movies and shit about this motherfucker bringing you presents and shit, you know what I'm saying? And you into that shit. I was into that shit. I told you I was into cartoons and all that old shit. You know, they had that little cartoon about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I used to sit and watch that shit all the time, shit. You know what I'm saying? And then come to find out, it was a fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I mean, the shit just the shit just was just add on to the more. It was just add on to the disturbance of what was going back and forth through my mind and all this old crap. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's fucked up, but yeah. And then when I, when I, you know, would be around the younger siblings and shit, nigga, they be talking about some, they can't wait for such and such and all that, this, that, and the other. And one time I got around, I had came to the crib and all that old shit, and everybody was there, and they had everything. Man, I told the younger siblings, I was like, man, there ain't no motherfucking thing in Santa Claus. Say ain't nobody bringing no motherfucking presents in here, bro. I said, your peoples is buying that shit because they love you. These people gave me a problem with that. They was mad at me for telling them people the truth, bro. They was mad at me for telling the people the truth, bro. And that was another thing. I was like, man, that's fucked up. Cause it made me feel like like they was making me feel like I did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? I just used to, and then it was another thing. I was like, man, I just ain't gonna be around there. Because it was like no matter what I did, it was always being made seem like I was doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? And then I was already out in the streets knowingly. I knew I was out running the streets selling drugs and shit. And I knew that shit was wrong because they was like, man, you get caught locked up, that shit, because it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? That shit right here. So I knew that, the hustle, I knew that shit was wrong. You know what I'm saying? But they made shit that was anything. Yeah, I'm telling you, anything, bro. Motherfuckers was making it seem like the shit that I was thinking that was the right thing to do. Come to find out it was. They was making that shit seem like it was wrong, bro. You know what I'm saying? Certain motherfuckers, not everybody in the family was doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? But certain motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Like the main motherfucker that always gave me a problem through my life and shit. And I just was like, man, and I hated it, man. That's why I was like, man, I ain't fuck all that. I ain't going home with none of that shit. I hated it. But yeah, they got the sky blanketed and shit, man. So we're gonna see what's gonna go on with this rain, thunderstorm, lightning, cloud, partly sunny shit. You know what I'm saying? You can see the sky blue right there a little bit. See how clouds right there separated? You can see the sky blue a little bit, but over here, you know what I'm saying? As you get over, they're starting to roll that shit in because they're going to try to get that shit popping. This stuff right here is basically, you know what I'm saying, the shit that they had continuously sprayed from the other day and the other night and all that old shit. You know what I'm saying? And then the shit was so blanketed, I didn't even worry about it. I was like, man, I know they still spraying. So I didn't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But this is basically some of the leftovers, and it is a lot of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna see what's gonna go on with this little thunderstorm cloud shit or whatever. But I'd already asked, I actually wanted to rain. Cause I told them, anytime that they have that shit like it, I'm gonna ask the creator to wash that shit out of the sky. You know what I'm saying? So I actually wanted to rain. Cause I just wanna see what creator what creator is creating for us to see, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it how nobody is not having a problem with this shit. You know what I'm saying? How are you not having a problem with this shit? As if some motherfuckers are supposed to be doing this, controlling some shit. You ain't nobody better than nobody in the creation. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? So what gives these people, these demonic demon, God-servant, sucker-ass people, the mindset to think that they have some kind of control in the creation where they can blanket the skies with poisons and cover up all of the eternal energy so you don't receive it? What the fuck makes them think they got some power and control in the creation to do this shit to the creation? And every single life in the creation is created free. Free. And the creation is created to sustain every single life in the creation. And the God people are trying and have been. They ain't trying to do a motherfucking thing. They've been doing this shit for thousands of years. They've been doing this shit for thousands of years. All this bullshit that been going on, it ain't nothing new under the sun. Ain't nothing new under the sun. This shit been going on. You know what I'm saying? Because some individuals, some motherfuckers, think that they better than the rest of the creation. I don't know about y'all, nigga. They tricked us into not having no fight. That's what they did. They tricked us into not having no fight. They tricked us into bowing down. They tricked us into being slaves under them to allow them to do this shit in the creation. And we are not created to be no type of slave. None. Of any kind. None. Let alone allow a motherfucker to do the shit that they doing. They poisoning us with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Sitting up here talking about they making it better. They upgrading. Nah, they not upgrading shit. They can't make nothing better. Everything created was already super straight. Beyond super straight. Beyond super straight. They can't even explain nothing that truly go on in the creation. All they know is that it was created to sustain the life, and it gives the life power and energy, and they don't want you to have it. They don't want you to have it. That's what the fuck they know. And things that they don't know scares them, because they are so used to having their false sense of control and power over the rest of the life in creation. That time is motherfucking over for me, my nigga. That time is over. And then they had it to where they had these little stupid ass, suck ass niggas running around here up under that covenant, talking about some you bow down up under the Otis and all this old shit. You know what I'm saying? And them be some of the main motherfuckers that was doing the ignorance and keeping the motherfucker up under corruption and in the ignorant ass shit. Throughout my whole life, a motherfucker, and I was the youngest. The motherfuckers was telling me, I didn't find this out, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, a little later on. But motherfuckers was sitting up there telling me, man, I always thought that you was the oldest. Like, man, I ain't the oldest. And I guess it was because of the way that I was running the streets. You know what I'm saying? And the motherfuckers, they don't like that type of shit. These motherfuckers that normally and have always known what that God service shit is, they don't like that shit, man. They don't like that shit, even though you ain't even putting forth no effort, as if, you know what I'm saying, because I never seen no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never think about no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Or nothing like that. Being over a motherfucker or nothing like that. But if I was giving a motherfucker the truth of information that if I had been in some situations and it was a fucked up situation, I'd be like, you know, and then I see somebody who, you know, say coming up under me or some shit, and I see them get ready to go down that same situation, I'd be like, nah, man, don't do that shit, bro. I'm telling you, I got me fucked up. I already did that. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it, bro. That's gonna get you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? This type of shit. You know what I'm saying? The God people don't like it because they feel like this is the way that things are supposed to be. The oldest is supposed to be. Man, there ain't no problem with the oldest one directing traffic, if they directing traffic on a good note to keep a motherfucker on a straight, you know, good right line. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it's supposed to be. Motherfuckers, it ain't that. Not up under that demonic demon God service sucker ass shit. Now, it might be some motherfuckers that's up under that covenant and be the oldest and have always tried to keep a motherfucker in the right and on the straight line. It may actually be, because they didn't beat a motherfucker to the punch all the time. You know what I'm saying? The demonic demon God serving sucker ass serpent seeds didn't beat a motherfucker to the punch all the time. So it's a lot of us that was born first. There's a lot of us that was born, you know, like second or third or last, like me. You know what I'm saying? So I had to come up under, you know, the ignorance of somebody think just because they was born first, no matter what they do or what they say, they in the right. You know what I'm saying? Which was some ignorant ass shit, because a motherfucker ain't never do nothing right. From what I know, from what I've seen, you know. So You know, all this is coming back from the bullshit about fucking Merry Christmas. You know, stupid ass shit. That shit was eating in the motherfucker. Eating in the motherfucker. A motherfucker, I couldn't believe a motherfucker scalded. I mean, you know, what they call scalded. You got a good talking to. A good talking to. But look, this is the thing. I got something someone said to me about that going in the room, even though I know it was a setup. That was a setup by the serpent seed. You know what I'm saying? It was a setup. I was always the one to get in trouble for everything, bro. And I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Couldn't figure it out at a young age. But like I said, Creator gonna show you. Ain't none of that shit no accident. You know what I'm saying? That shit is a setup. You know what I'm saying? It's just a setup. But look, a motherfucker, but then they turn around and they show motherfucker movies like, show motherfucker movies like, The Christmas Story. Where the little young nigga, fucking wanted that gun and shit. You know what I'm saying? They took the nigga to the store and shit. And, you know, he told the little Santa Claus dude, nigga, I want the rifle, man, and all that old shit. Nah, you can't have that. Shoot your eye out, kid. And all that shit. They'll show a nigga movies like that, though. But then, you know, I got in trouble for telling them. I mean, I ain't getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker gave me a good talking to about telling the kids that it wasn't no Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? I got a good talking to. You know, but then they'll have us sitting in this motherfucker, we watching The Christmas Story, and we see the motherfuckers bring the presents in and all that old shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't for sure. Maybe in that movie it didn't show the parents bringing the presents in or something. I don't know. But I think they did. But it was a few other shits, you know what I'm saying? Like movies and shit, like I said, a motherfucker would try to talk me out of, which they didn't try. That's why I stopped watching movies and shit. Telling me I didn't understand what the movie was really talking about. I had a motherfucker saying, man, you looking too deep into the motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? And to come to find out, it was just I was seeing what the fuck I was supposed to be seeing in the motherfucking movie. She just kept the motherfucker always confused. This shit's crazy. Another thing that I was thinking about was this, man. And I really don't be like talking about that shit, man, but you know they got that shit in the book saying that, hold on. Yeah, so you know they got that shit in the book where they talking about Jesus Christ is walking around and he's doing his healing and all that sort of stuff. The reason why it's coming to my mind, bro, is because anytime I see a motherfucker hurt or something, first of all, ain't none of that crap that even supposed to be going on. None of that stuff. That's why I tell us to take care of what has been given to us. But this system has made it to where things have been seen to be made as fun activities, and people do these things and fuck around and they get hurt. You know what I'm saying? And then there's so much going on to where so-called accidents will happen and people will get hurt or die. And then they got the system set up to where we are knowingly but unknowingly taking poisons, because that's where the system is set up, and everything that we eat and stuff like that is poisoned, you know. And then they got it so set up because of the demonic demon God serving sucker ass crap that we've been serving and accepting this dark energy that they call some sort of a spirit or a Holy Ghost to come to us and attach to us, that is draining us of eternal energy, right? And then we become so weakly and sickly. We believe that we have been made sick. We not even supposed to get sick, bro. As long as we eating the true fruits and vegetables of life and drinking the good, clean water of life, we cannot get sick. We cannot get a disease. We cannot. Creator did not create us to have to go through nothing. Nothing. None of this crap that's been going on. Right? But we feel like we became sick of these lies that they done told us because of all of this stuff that this system has made to make these things go on with oneself. We'll go see their doctors, and they will give us some magic, trickery. They will do their sorcery and their witchcraft and their boys and doubles, pots and troubles, mixtures of all they chemicals and wonders, and say that they are healing us and give us this medicine. And this medicine tricks your immortal, eternal soul body in your thinking process, because they have spoken word magic to you, telling you that they can heal you with these poisons. Since you have listened to that and we have been raised up to believe this crap, our mind thinks that. So since your mind is already thinking that this shit they're going to give you is going to heal you, that is a plus for them, and this is a strike against us. Then you take this shit and your body is receiving it. And that witchcraft and sorcery that they now call medicine has tricked your body into thinking that it is being healed, because it is destroying your system to where you no longer get a warning for something that is wrong with your immortal, eternal soul body. This has been done so consistently throughout the history of existence. People's bodies will no longer even warn them when something is wrong. When your body is in pain or is doing something to let you know that something is wrong, that means whatever you did to hurt or make your body feel the way that it did, to where you felt like you had to go get some witchcraft and sorcery from the doctors, it no longer does that, because you have been doing these things on such a consistent, steady path. Your body is starting to tell its own self, nigga, fuck this nigga. I'm not gonna keep on trying to heal us when this bastard keep poisoning us. He don't want it. He want what the witchcraft sources and workers that gave him. So I'm not even gonna warn this motherfucker. Then when your body has done that, and then it gets to the point to where, well, damn, I really got to go to the doctors now because some shit done got so bad with your body. Now it done made it to where I really got, your body's like, man, I got to warn this motherfucker because he done fuck some shit up, man. He done fucked us up. Now you thinking that you really got to go see the doctor because your shit really fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly how this system is made. And they consistently keep on giving you this shit because that is part of their covenant in this demonic demon God serpent sucker ass system to keep you on their path up under the covenant of God. That is what they do. This is what they have always been doing. You know, but nobody can see this. But this is all in the Bible. All of this is in the Bible. All this truth is in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why I say it is because, so they tell us in the book that this nigga, Jesus Christ, is doing all this healing and stuff, right? Right? Yeah, I spoke about this in I think it was one of my first videos that I did, man. Because it broke me in. You know what I'm saying? Because I was, that's when I first started coming into the truth and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to get through this You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to get through this, man, without breaking in. So like I got a little cousin. You know what I'm saying? And he, you know, was going to see. He was going to see the doctors on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know why. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know what I'm saying? When I was seeing, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't see him all the time though. But when I had, you know, had been at the little place, or my people's house and stuff, he would come over all the time and stuff. And it was like right before I started coming to truth, he would come over all the time and shit. And I was seeing him, I was like, man, what's up with you, cuz? Cause, you know what I'm saying, every time I see you, bro, you know what I'm saying, you telling me you come from the hospital and shit. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, motherfuckers ain't telling motherfuckers nothing. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so he was in the hospital over there. He was wide up with all these bag liquids and all this old shit or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? They was telling me that little cuz was already dead, right? So I just was sitting there thinking about that shit, man. I was fucked up. I told you I couldn't, you know, I never accepted it because I never could figure nothing out and shit and all that, whatever, right? So they telling me that this machine is just keeping his lungs pumping, right? So they telling me he was already dead, and that the machine just was keeping his lungs pumping. It was just, you know, to where he was breathing, but basically he was dead, is what they told me. Mm-hmm. And then I was just sitting there with my head down thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Not my head down, just sitting there just looking at him like, man, you know what I'm saying? This is fucked up. Because to me, all of it had came, you know, like suddenly, you know what I'm saying? All of it shit came, that's a robot. That's a robot bird right there. See him? That's a robot bird. Well, yeah, the shit had just came so suddenly to me out of nowhere, like, you know, cuz in the hospital and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, they saying he ain't gonna make it and all this old shit, and it was fucked up, because I was like, man, I just seen the nigga a while back, you know what I'm saying? He was straight, you know what I'm saying? So it just came so suddenly, but I was sitting there with my head then, and I just was looking at him like, you know what I'm saying? You know, crying and shit, man, it's just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? I ain't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Then that once they told me what was going on, I was like, man, this is crazy than a motherfucker. Motherfucker didn't tell me nothing about nothing. You know what I'm saying? And so I was sitting there and the machine is beeping. You know what I'm saying? Like beep, 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 beep. You know what I'm saying? And I just was like, man, I love you, cuz. I love you, little cuz and shit. And the machine went beep, 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 beep. Like that and shit. And then the people came in there. You know what I'm saying? Like the little hospital people came in there and shit. And I stood up, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what I'm saying? It threw me off. And I didn't think about it at the time. I know that shit. But they came in there. And like when everybody, you know what I'm saying? When these motherfuckers came in there, the machine went back to doing what it was doing. Beep, 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 beep. You know what I'm saying? And I was sitting there trying to think about why this machine did this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then motherfuckers, it's like they was like, well, you know, we can't, you know, it's time for motherfuckers to make decisions and shit on what's getting ready to happen. Like, you know, I guess pull the plug and all this old shit, man, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, y'all don't know what they stealing from us, bro. Y'all don't know what they stealing from us, bro. Cause they already told me that he was dead, man. And when I be around motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Even when I was in the street being around motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? You know how like you can just tell motherfucker be energized when you come through. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker be like, it's my people right there, woo woo. You know what I'm saying? And look at all that shit. You see all them little specks and shit, them is robot birds. All that shit that just flew through it like that, them was remote control robot birds flying through here to keep that smoking shit right over the top of me. So yeah, I'm trying to get this smoke, this tobacco lit. Yeah, y'all don't know what they stealing, bruh. Cause if they told me Lil Cuz was dead, the machine wouldn't have beeped like that when I spoke to him. You know. And then they already have you. You know what I'm saying? If that machine and shit, they hooked up to a machine and shit, they telling you that a motherfucker's dead. If the motherfucker was dead, bro, they wouldn't be hooked up to no machine or whatever. They tricking us into making a decision whether or not to kill our peoples or allow them to kill our people with that shit because they done made us so weakly, and then they continuously giving us poisons and shit when we in them facilities. And then which is gonna make a motherfucker sedation, what they call sedating them, to make their passing more comfortable. So the person themselves is just taking the poisons is not going to be coherent, you know, because he can no longer feel. They can no longer feel. But when I spoke to Lil Cuz, that machine beat. And that machine beat, bro, because they lied to me, bro. Cuz was not dead. They lied to me, man, saying that he was dead and he wasn't, because that machine was the brain monitor machine. If someone is dead and they will have no heartbeat, they will have no brain function, they will be lifeless. My little cousin was alive. And when I spoke to him, he let me know that he was alive. And since I hadn't had the truth the way that I now know, I let these people kill my little cousin, bro. Because I didn't know the truth. And this been going on, they've been doing this shit for centuries, bro, for thousands of years, bro. It's been going on for thousands of years, bro. Y'all don't know what y'all, you know, just being stolen from them, bro. On top of that, they're making it to where your natural creative given senses don't work. Your energy itself gives energy to somebody else, bro. But they stealing all this to hide this so that you don't continue in the creation the way Creator has created us to continue in the creation, right? You know how like you meet somebody and that's who you really want to be with, and y'all both just can feel that energy. It's what this, this is the type of energy, you know what I mean? Your energy is being passed to that person that you are so excited to be around. And their energy is doing it the same. And y'all both can feel it. You know how like you be excited somebody's getting ready to come over, come see you or something? Then when you see them, you know what I'm saying, it's just like, but they done made this as though it's nothing. Don't think it's nothing, just you just haven't seen them in a long time type of shit. No, this is that energy. This is that energy, you know what I'm saying, that is being passed back and forth to the people. And when I was sitting in the hospital, my energy, speaking to my little cousin, was passed to him, bro. And they medicine stopped working. And then machine beat because my little cousin knew I was there. Because my little cousin knew I was there, bro. You know, their medicine had stopped working. They made sure they came in that motherfucker when they heard that machine beat. And when the bastards came back in there, the machine started going back to the way it was doing. And then, it's crazy. Stop listening to these people, bro. Stop going to their fucking facility. Stop eating their poisonous stuff. Stop putting your trust in a man. I'm gonna get out of here, man. Thank you, Creator. I love you. You know I love you. Love you. I call out to Creator. Creator is the truth. Do you speak it?
Creator created life, I stand under enough for it. God's amazing grace, got your bands and tune. Creator created life, I stand under enough for it. God's amazing grace, got your bands and tune. Creator created life, I stand under enough for it. God's amazing grace, got your balance and tune. Creator created life, I stand under enough for it. God's amazing grace, got your bands and tune. Creator created life, I stand under enough for it. God's amazing grace, got your bands and tune. Creator created life, I stand under enough for it. God's amazing grace, got your bands and tune. Creator created life, I stand under enough for it. God's amazing grace, got your balance and tune. Creator created life, I stand under enough for it. God's amazing grace, got your bands and tune. Creator created life, I stand under enough for it. God's amazing grace, got your bands and tune. Creator created life, I stand under enough for it. God's amazing grace, got your bands and tune. Creator created life, I stand under enough for it. God's amazing grace, got your balance and tune. Creator created life, I stand under enough for it. God's amazing grace, got your bands and tune. Creator created life, I stand under enough for it. God's amazing grace, got your bands and tune. Creator created life, I stand under enough for it. God's amazing grace, got your bands and tune. Creator created life, I stand under enough for it. God's amazing grace, got your balance and tune. Creator created life, I stand under enough for it. God's amazing grace.